Michael Avenatti has a lot of financial problems. He had so many financial problems that he thought it was appropriate for him to act like a paper mob boss and threaten a giant like Nike, as if that was really going to work. It must take one hell of an ego to believe you were going to take down a giant like Nike. But he did it, y'all. He had to go there and he got dragged off into prison. Michael Avenatti made bond at $300,000, and it really should have been much higher than that. All the shit this man was talking before he was taken down was just, it was incredible. That's why I was saying he must have watched The Godfather before dealing with Nike, because he was definitely acting like a crime boss with no damn people. I mean, this is ridiculous. This came out in Business Insider. Michael is very scared of prison, y'all. The same prison that he wanted to assist in putting R. Kelly in. Yeah, that prison. He's afraid of prison, y'all. Go figure. The people that love to kill don't want to die. The people that love to steal don't want to be robbed. And the people that want to embezzle and launder money, they don't want it done to them. Go figure, y'all. Do it to others, but don't do that to me. This is why we don't respect people like you. Michael Avenatti, this is why when we go through life, we respect people like you less and less, just based on your actions. Michael Avenatti proclaimed his innocence. He's claiming, y'all, after all that stuff he did to Nike, all that shit he was talking, he claims he was innocent. And the charges on him, he's innocent. He tried to extort millions of dollars from Nike, but admitted he was concerned about doing jail time. That jail time that, remember, he wanted to put R. Kelly in jail, and he assisted in doing it by providing the tapes. He was trying to be the hero in that whole thing. I bet that arrest gave you a nice glass of shut the fuck up, Michael Avenatti. I'm sure nervous. I'm scared. I'm all those things. And if I wasn't, I wouldn't make a lot of sense, Avenatti said in a CBS interview. Poor bald-headed Avenatti. Oh, bald-headed Avenatti. Avenatti, in a series of tweets earlier on Tuesday, lashed out at Nike and insisted he was innocent. He did all that stuff, y'all, all that stuff, and turned around and proclaimed his innocence. Can you believe that shit? Avenatti faces up to 30 years in prison on the most serious charge in California and up to 20 years for the top charge in New York. You just really did it this time, Avenatti. That big ego done got you in trouble. It is something spoken about men that have big mouths and empty pockets. You might want to read that chapter in the Bible, Michael Avenatti. You'll have plenty of time in prison to do so. Maybe it will help humble you. Michael Avenatti on Tuesday again proclaimed his innocence on charges. He tried to extort millions of dollars from Nike, but in an interview with CBS, He admitted he was concerned about doing prison time. Mm-mm-mm. Avenatti, 48, was arrested on Monday following two separate indictments handed down in federal courts in Los Angeles and New York. That charged him with the alleged Nike scheme as well as embezzlement and fraud over accusations he misused a client's money. Yes, this was a client that was paralyzed and had mental issues that won a settlement. Michael Avenatti, instead of turning over 1.6 million to him that he won, he pocketed this client's money and spent it. CBS on Tuesday released an excerpt of an interview it conducted with Avenatti in which he said he was worried about the possibility of going to prison for decades. And see, his ass needs to be out in general pop. Y'all, you don't need to put him in club fed. Avenatti need to do the hardest possible time. But we know how everything works in this country. They'll probably give them club fed for the next few decades. That's what they do. That's how they roll. That's what club fed is for. It's even for people that didn't commit federal crimes, like Jason Van Dyke. So now we know why they built club fed, to keep their folks comfortable in jail. And y'all, that's where I heard Michael Cohen is going, in that same prison, that same club fed that Jason Van Dyke's ass is in. And Jason Van Dyke committed a crime on the state level. He has no business being in club fed, but that's what club fed is for. That's what it's for. People like Jason Van Dyke and Michael Avenatti. Sure, I'm nervous. I'm scared. I'm all of those things. And if I wasn't, it wouldn't make a lot of sense, Avenatti said in the brief clip released by CBS on Tuesday. Avenatti, in a series of tweets earlier on Tuesday, lashed out at Nike and insisted he was innocent. I am anxious for people to see what really happened. What we know what really happened, Michael. You got a big mouth. Loose lips sink ships. You sunk your own ship in this case. The flamboyant attorney, known for representing adult film actress Stormy Daniels, said in one tweet, "We never attempted to extort Nike." Well, according to what Nike said, you did. And when I read the statements that came out of Nike, you said some pretty harsh things, old Mikey. And when the evidence is disclosed, the public will learn the truth about Nike's crime cover up. Oh, so he's still on that. Interesting. Nike said in a written statement the company will not be extorted, and he should have known better, and that it had immediately alerted investigators to the plot. So they let you go on and hang yourself. They had contacted the feds immediately after you first start threatening them. So they were just sitting back and letting you hang yourself by running your mouth and putting out stuff on the internet. Wow, Mikey, seems like you fell right into that trap. According to the criminal complaint, Avenatti told Nike he will go to the public unless it paid his client 1.5 million and hire him and another let me go back, and hired him and another lawyer to conduct an internal investigation of the company for between 15 and $25 million. So ultimately, Michael was trying to shake them down for $26.5 million, y'all. The charges were announced on Monday, shortly after Avenatti said on Twitter he would hold a press conference to reveal a major high school college basketball scandal, reaching the highest levels of Nike. Avenatti faces up to 30 years in prison on the most serious charge in California and up to 20 years for the top charge in New York. Wow. He faces separate charges in a Los Angeles federal court on April 1st, accusing the high-profile lawyer of misusing a client's $1.6 million settlement to pay his own expenses, as well as those for his coffee business. He was also charged with defrauding a Mississippi bank of $4.1 million. What he did was he took fake tax returns to People's Bank in Mississippi, and based on those fake tax returns, he was able to get $4.1 million. Avenatti has gained international notoriety for representing Daniels, a 40-year-old porn star whom Trump is accused of paying off during the 2016 presidential campaign, paid her 11 times, y'all, to keep quiet about an alleged affair. Trump has denied having an affair with Daniels, whose real name is Stephanie Clifford. Wow. Loretta, Michael Avenatti is dumb, ain't he? See, Loretta knows. She knows. That's all I got to say. Some of you may be wondering why you're hearing Loretta in so many of my videos. My furnace went out in my house. It has to be completely replaced. And she's upstairs because this is where I have my space heaters, and it's cold downstairs. It's cold. So until we get that fixed, you're probably going to hear her a little more often upstairs. But please tell me what you think, ladies and gentlemen. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell. And I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.